Hey it's Uncle Grandad here, but you can call me Barnaby if you like. This time I'm playing a game that Henry, me great nephew, really wanted me to play, called Dark Souls. It's a game I'd never heard of before, but he said he would bring over his PlayStation, and it's a game he really wanted me to play. So I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. I'm only used to really playing Wii games and the occasional GameCube ones and stuff really. I've only played a little bit of PlayStation games when Henry's brought over his PlayStation in the past and stuff. But I said I'd give it a go, and I mean he was smirking a lot and laughing when I was playing this because, oh my gosh, was this a hard bloody game. I've never played anything like this before. It was tough. And at the beginning, I was just walking around, looking at what's going on. It was very much like a dark fantasy sort of setting, kind of like Dungeons and Dragons. And I mean, I had no idea where I was going, and I just opened these doors, and this big bugger came out of nowhere. There was a sign to get away from him, but I didn't know what to do, and he absolutely obliterated me. I mean, I've never played anything like that in my entire life. I mean, I'm 71, but I mean, I'm relatively new to video games, but I mean, that shocked me. I struggled with the controls in this one because I'm not used to really playing with one of these controllers. I've always used the Wiimote, that comes with the Nintendo Wii. So having to deal with all these new buttons, and Henry was like, you need to press circle and square and X, and I didn't know these ones. I'm used to just the pointing at things and pressing the I think it's the A button on the Wiimote is the one I press the most, I think. But it was all new to me, and I was struggling with the camera and the buttons and not knowing what to press, and everything was killing me at the beginning. I mean, there's these kind of zombies and skeletons, and they're attacking me. They're shooting arrows at me, and Henry's like, you got to put your shield up, and I'm trying to put my shield up and just running around like an absolute wally. I got to this bit with the boss again, and I got stuck behind some pots trying to run away, and Henry kept telling me the controls, and eventually I got a bit better, I was able to do the rolls in it and put me guard up with me shield, but I still died a lot. Sometimes it was because I just didn't know what to press, or I'd panic, because it was all new to me. So it was tough. I mean, if it wasn't the enemies, it were all the traps that surprised me. There was a bit with a ball that came down and nearly killed me then. But there were lots of as I said, I don't know, the demons or whatever they are, and it took me a while to get used to the controls to fight them. But the more I practiced, the better I got, even though I died a lot. I had to keep facing them again and again. I mean, they would shoot me with arrows, and I would try to block them, and then I learned how to throw fire at them, and that did all right, and that was helpful. But the more I died, the more I practiced, and I got to improve a little bit. I'd block the enemies with my shield, but that big bugger didn't let me block him. Henry kept giving me tips. He said, you want to get behind them. Just keep moving round them and then get them from behind. So I did that, and then I found it started to get a bit easier. It kind of clicked a bit, and I think I was learning the things, I guess, that are important, but I still couldn't get past that big bloody boss thing. That big bugger, he was the hardest. I could not beat him. He had so much life. He could take more damage than my Uncle Bill. He's dead though. I kept dying countless times, and every time I had to go all the way back and fight all the same enemies again, which at first I thought were a bit annoying, but then I kind of felt that the more I did it, the more I were getting a bit better. But I could not beat that big bugger. I thought I came up with a strategy, right? I came up with a strategy where I thought if I stay away from him, he won't be able to get me. So I was trying to throw fire at him, but I mean my aim wasn't that good or anything like that, and I couldn't believe it. I tell you what, he knocked me off, destroyed the platform that I was on. I couldn't believe it, and then every time I died I had to go all the way back and fight everyone again, and then sometimes I'd panic and then just forget everything I learned up until that point, you know. Eventually, right, after dying I don't know how many bloody times, I did it. And I've got to tell you that it was the most rewarding experience I think I've ever had playing any games. Henry, he was so proud of me. And, you know, I got to say, I was proud of myself. I couldn't, I mean, it was all new to me, as I said, all the controls and everything like that. It was all new to me. I couldn't believe how bloody hard this game was. I mean, after all the dying I did, I just got a little bit better each time. And Henry said, do you want to play it some more? I said, bloody no. That was too bloody hard for me, Henry. I said, I don't think I'd be able to do any good at, you know, moving forward from there. And he said, you know, no, if you keep doing what you've done, you'll do it. You just have to learn and work things out for yourself. And, you know, at the time I said to him, no, I've got no interest, but it's been a couple of days since I played it, and when I'm now recording this, which is now, that was 2 days ago, I thought to myself that, do you know what, I kind of do want to play it again. You know, I didn't want to play it again, but now I can't stop thinking about it, and I keep thinking back to how it felt to beat that big bugger, you know. And I tell you what, it's like having a girl that you can't get out of your head. And I think I might either ask Henry to bring over his PlayStation and let me use it. I don't know if he will. But if not, then I might get my own and play it a bit more. I mean, I don't know what you think. If you'd like to see me do that, Henry said to say, if you'd like to see me play it again, then you should say in the comments. And maybe I'll give it a go. But, you know, until then, I'm going back to some easier games on the Wii, because, oh my gosh, that was hard. But, I mean, I don't know if I could do it, if I'm honest with you. But, you know, I might give it a go. Anyway, that's what I think of the game. It's bloody hard, but really rewarding, I guess is what I'd say. Thanks for watching my video. I've been Uncle Grandad. Ta-ta for now.